Hello, once again, this is Antonio. Now, coming at you with another exciting video. So, in this video, we are speaking about Dad just want a little fairness. He's living off half his paycheck, kicked off his own property, and he just want a tad bit of fairness. All right, so also before we dive into the video, or further in the video, thank you for all my new subscribers. We're on the road for 6,000. So please subscribe to the channel. We dropping videos often. We try to drop at least 2 videos every other day. You know, last month we dropped 60 videos. So we are trying to, do our due diligence to grow this channel. Nevertheless, let's go ahead and dive into the video so you can give your commentary and your, understanding of who's right, mom or dad. Let's dive in it.
She knew that she was receiving both at the same time for the entire 2 years. And I've contacted the Attorney General and Social Security and asked that somebody look into it. My credit has suffered significantly. She also received a $5,000 lump sum when my mother passed away in 2021. I've lived with half of my paycheck being taken away this entire time, trying to get by. And all I'm asking for is some leniency here. Look, I can't go and work. I can't go and get a job and make any money. I'm done for. All I'm trying to do is just get by and live. She got her house because she claimed it was a inheritance or whatever. She got the car. She got everything. When I walked away, I walked away pretty much with my clothes. I do feel that it should be lowered on the basis that she's been double dipping for the last 2 years.
Okay, I'm not here for that.
Dad's Social Security benefits paid Mom a lump sum payment of $17,000.
The parties do have an agreement to the following. The amount of child support arrears as of February 25th, 24 was $23,554.44. Pursuant to
545 and what cents?
23,554 and 44 cents. Pursuant to Social Security benefits paid to Miss Lockwood for the child, including a lump sum, I guess a reduction of that amount by $17,567.84 has been agreed to by all the parties, leaving a child support arrears to be confirmed of $5,987.60. Is this your understanding and agreement so far, Ms. Lockwood, that the amount of arrears is $5,987.60?
That's just what you guys told me, so
Well, are you in agreement or disagreement? This is just the math
I
that
think
was
it's
presented
like
from you.
from the math I did, it was like $1,000 more than the math that I did, but I don't know what to say.
So you believe it's what amount do you believe it is?
I wrote it down. 16,478.
Anyone put it like on an Excel spreadsheet or something where you can...
I did, Your Honor, and I included the interest. I have sent it. I'll send it again in chat.
Okay, that might be the difference. Do you know
That's
how much?
probably the difference.
Did you discuss that with her or show it to her?
I sent it again. I sent Miss Lockwood. If you don't have a copy, I just put it in chat, and I'm going to send it to you as well, Mr. Lockwood. And then you'll see the calculations with the interest.
Can I review that afterward?
Yes.
The hearing is now, sir, though, and so if reviewing it afterwards might not be the best time to do that because my ruling will have been made by then.
So the document, if I may, Your Honor, the total principal was $16,478. The interest was $1,089.84, which leaves a credit of $17,567.84. So, Ms. Lockwood, this amount includes the interest that accrued because we didn't have these payments on our system.
Okay, that sounds about right then.
So are you...
Final amount slower because I keep getting a different number, but I think it's just...
Okay. Per State's Exhibit B, yes, that's okay. State's Exhibit B, the principal amount received from Social Security was $16,478. The interest accrued thereupon was $1,089.84. And that total amount is $17,567.84. So that is the amount when subtracted from the 23,554 and 44 cents gives us the $5,987.60. So after it's spelled out, Ms. Lockwood, are you in agreement with the arrears amount of $5,987.60?
Sure.
Mr. Lockwood, are you in agreement with the arrears amount of $5,987.60?
I am not.
And what amount do you think you owe?
I think that she knew that she was receiving both at the same time for the entire 2 years. And I've contacted the Attorney General and Social Security and asked that somebody look into it. My credit has suffered significantly. I've lost
Well, that's not what I'm
over 100
asking you. I'm
points.
asking you this. We're here today
Excuse
to
me.
give you credit. Everything I have before me is giving you a reduction of $17,567.84.
Yes, ma'am. I
Do you
understand.
believe?
Ma'am,
Okay, so
ma'am,
what amount do you think she got?
ma'am, I
Mhm.
let you speak and I didn't interrupt you.
Okay, so what amount do you believe she's
Well, I
owed, if
believe all,
anything?
So
I
right
believe
now
also
you're,
that.
I just want to make sure, right now you're a witness. And so at this point,
Yes, ma'am.
you're supposed to be answering the questions Ms. Hernandez asks. At some point, you will get a chance to just speak, but right now you're supposed to just be answering the questions.
Okay, she asked me a question. I was trying to answer it, ma'am. She also received a $5,000 lump sum when my mother passed away in 2021.
That is also already reflected in the Attorney
Ma'am,
General's office.
ma'am,
I'm
it's your
sorry.
turn to speak right now.
I'm
Give Ms.
sorry.
Hernandez a chance to do her job.
And when did that $5,000 go through to Miss Lockwood?
I have submitted documentation. It went through in 2021 when my mother passed away in August of 2021.
Right. The financial record reflects $5,000, which was paid out on October 19th, 2021. So that is reflected in this financial record.
But it still accrued over $10,000 in interest.
Oh,
Because during the original divorce decree, I only signed on for $14,000 originally.
sir, I don't know what the interest rate was at the time of your divorce decree. It could have been 10%, 12%, and it could have been
5%.
compounded, not simple. So I can't say that amount is correct or incorrect when the divorce was done. But I am telling, and I can upload another copy of the financial record.
Yes, ma'am.
The $5,000 was subtracted from all your arrears back in 2021.
With all due respect, you should know what the interest rate is.
When was your sir? What did you agree to in your, okay, I'm not here for that. I'm here. What did you agree to in your divorce decree? You're saying, let me rephrase it. Let me rephrase the question. How much money do you believe you owe Miss Lockwood? That's the question. All right, thank you. Nothing further. Pass the witness.
Again, the state does not represent either of you, so I'm going to give you both a chance to speak if there's anything else you'd like to say. Mr. Lockwood, is there anything else you'd like to say?
Me?
Yes, you.
No.
I'm just trying to figure out if there's a legal basis for why you're saying I should lower the amount due to you, or
Well,
if there's a math basis for doing it.
Ma'am, no, I don't guess so. I have to report. I have to send to the court, to the AG's office, to her. If I move, I have to do all the certified letters to send to everybody, all this stuff. I've lived with half of my paycheck being taken away this entire time, trying to get by. And all I'm asking for is some leniency here. At the time when I signed on to that original fee, the mediator said, and I quote, her words was, "No one's going to die here in the next near future." Well, as it turns out, I was actually in congestive heart failure at the time. I ended up in the ER, or in 2021, just a few short years later, but I was already in the process of congestive heart failure at the time. Look, I can't go and work. I can't go and get a job and make any money. I'm done for. All I'm trying to do is just get by and live out what I got left.
Mr. Hernandez, is there any current obligation still in effect here, or have the children emancipated? Like they
The
emancipated.
child is emancipated. There's no current. It's just confirmation of arrears. The child Jordan Anthony Lockwood was born in September 11th of 05, and that
And
obligation ended 9/11. He's already emancipated, so there's no current.
And honestly, when I signed on originally, when I first went to the first hearing, it was set way too high to begin with. I think when I walked out of there, what was the original documentation? When I filed for a, what do you call it? To amend it or change it, to lower it, it took several months to get to court. And that's the back child support. That's that time period. And when it finally got to court, my attorney quit on me and didn't show up. After Amber there was she couldn't meet with him during regular time, so she was going to my attorney's office after hours and meeting with him and racking up overtime. So then my attorney walked out on me because, well, he wanted $5,000 in overtime money because she was meeting with him after hours.
Objection.
What's your objection, ma'am?
I did not meet with his attorney more than one time because his attorney asked me to meet him to pick up some paperwork. And his attorney told my attorney that they dropped him because Jerry failed to pay. But I would like a chance to be able to comment on the other things that he's saying as well.
Well, I'm going to let you both know. I'm giving you each a little leeway because I do think it helps people to get these things out. But that being said, it's not before me to undo bad things that might have happened in the past. Whether you're for no, it's okay, and I know it's confusing. I'm not saying bad things didn't happen. I'm not at all denying. You might maybe the way your divorce went was not fair. It might have been. It might not have been. But that's not before me today to decide or to fix. There's no pleadings on file to do that. There's limits on timeframes to do that. They're very different hearings than what we're having now. They're very technical and complex. And so I'm sorry if it didn't go as planned for either of you. I'm sorry if either of you feel like it was not a fair process. But good, bad, or indifferent, I can't change that. I can just try and make this process fair and appropriate. There's very limited legal reasons why I can reduce child support.
When I walked away, ma'am, I walked away with she got her house because she claimed it was a inheritance or whatever. She got the car, she got everything. When I walked away pretty much with my clothes.
And I understand that, sir, but that's not reasons to affect the child support amount. And so unless there's any other legal bases out there that would give me reason or authority to lower arrears.
I do feel that it should be lowered on the basis that she's been double dipping for the last 2 years.
The pay record reflects those amounts, though. Is that correct, sir, or does it not?
Yeah, but it should reflect a little extra because of all the hardship that I had to go through because of it.
The family code does not have a hardship reduction. And I understand what you're saying, and I can see how that was hard. And when I set the payout on the judgment today, I will consider all that.
May I make a comment?
Yes, ma'am.
So originally before the divorce was final, he owed 23,000 and something. I agreed in mediation to lower that amount to 18,000. At that time, he was supposed to pay $800 a month. And then after Jordan was to be emancipated, he was supposed to continue to pay $800 a month. When I started receiving Social Security, Jerry mentioned going back to court. I said, if you'd like to go back to court, that's fine. Go ahead and file and we'll go to court. He never did that. So I don't feel like I did anything wrong in that respect because he was aware and I was aware, and he's getting credit for that amount. I believe that he still owes the $567. I'm not asking for the $800 that we had agreed to in the divorce decree, but I'm asking for $500 a month to get the back pay arrears paid for so that this can be over with.
And then what are you basing that number on?
Just because we had agreed on 800. So I was trying to, be fair and go with the 500, and then he would be paid off within a year, probably.
Okay, I'm going to make my ruling based on the law. I'm ordering a child support judgment against Mr. Lockwood in the amount of, I believe it's $5,987.60 as of February 25th, 2024. That gives him the credits for the Social Security payments received by Ms. Lockwood. That's both the lump sums as well as the monthly amounts. And I'm ordering that he pay that judgment will accrue interest at 6% per annum. And I'm ordering that you pay that back, at a rate of $270 per month beginning March 1st of 2020.
Judge, may I ask a question?
I'm not sure I can answer questions because it's not my role, but you can ask a question, and if it's something I can't answer,
I just wanted to know how come the interest went up 1%?
it didn't. That's the law. It's in the family code.
Oh, okay. I just thank you for clarifying.
Yeah, no problem. And I'm looking at your prior order. I believe it was the same amount in there
I,
because it was
I thought it was
2019.
I thought it was at 5%.
No, that's statutory.
Oh, okay.
It's been 6%.
And I'm still looking it up. It takes longer to flip through electronics than to flip through paper.
Yes, ma'am. Like I said,
Your divorce decree, page 17 was 6% per annum. It's the same amount as it is now. And that's in the
Thank
family code.
Yes.
There's no authority of any court to change that.
Thank you.
Thank you. The Attorney General's office is going to draft an order based on my ruling today, and they'll send it to you both through review, to review and to sign off on through DocuSign. And good luck with everything going forward.
Okay, so you clearly see that Dad, and first of all, I would like to apologize for a lot of the blurriness on the screen. There's nothing that I can do about this. I am screen recording this, of course, and nonetheless, Dad wants some leniency, and like she said, in family court, there's no such thing as leniency. So you need to really, really think before you procreate with a person that you eventually one day in life may not get along with. All right. So nevertheless, who do you think is right? Mom, by waiving the $800 and still wanting the $500 a month, because what, 5 times 12 is like 6,000. So um he'll be done in a year. And that's what she proclaiming. But Jerry is saying he got congested heart failure and he can't work, and this is really, really robbing him of his future as a human being on this earth. Nevertheless, this is Antonio with Team Tiggio. Please like, comment, subscribe, as we'll be coming to you with more videos in the future. And once again, please, 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 please hit that notification bell, and we will see you in the next video.